Are you ready to get your fix?
With the Wicks here on this beautiful Monday, September 5th, 2022, and welcome to the show. If you're a new viewer, this is the channel where you're going to get endless amounts of NFL content, news, information, updates, breaking news, yada, yada, yada. This is what we do on this channel. So if you like that, do me a favor, hit the subscribe. It would be much appreciated. Our goal is 100 subscribers by this Thursday. I know it's pretty close. We're like at 72 right now, so 28 away. If we don't make it, we don't make it. We'll continue to push on and stuff like that. So make sure to hit that subscribe, as well as if you're a new or returning viewer, and haven't hit that subscribe yet, please consider doing so. And you would also help me reach my goals. So let's get right into it. A running back around the National Football League that maybe some people have had questions about. Is this guy going to return to the football field? Is he going to start week one? My fantasy football team really could use him. And, well, that player just happens to play for the Jacksonville Jaguars, James Robinson, who tore his Achilles late last year, is set to be ready to rock and roll this Sunday. Per Ari Mirov on Twitter, he said, Jaguars running back James Robinson, who tore his Achilles in Week 16 of last season, will be active and will play on Sunday versus Washington, per head coach Doug Peterson. Big news for Jacksonville, as it seems like his recovery went smoothly. So this is big news for the Jacksonville Jaguars, getting their starting running back in that room. Cannot wait to see what he does this season. He was an undrafted free agent I think a year ago. 2 years ago was his first year. He was an undrafted free agent. Absolutely blew the top off of Jacksonville City, or Duval City down there. I guess you could say, is he really the starter? Because Jacksonville, if you guys don't remember, drafted Travis Etienne after they took Trevor Lawrence in last year's draft. Well, Etienne went down with a season-ending injury early last season during training camp. I believe it was ACL. It might have been Achilles. Whatever the case was, he was out the entire season. Now he's back in the fold as well. So who knows who's going to be that starting running back? Just know I believe both of these guys, Travis Etienne, James Robinson, are going to get equal amount of reps until somebody proves they are the starter in Jacksonville. So let's go look at what James Robinson has been able to do on the ground for his rushing stats in his career. He's only been in the league for 2 seasons. His first season, phenomenal. Couldn't have had a better start as an undrafted free agent. And last year was on the right pace, just happened to, obviously tear his Achilles in Week 16, where there was 2 weeks left of football. Who knows what he could have done in those 2 weeks down there in Duval City. So let's take a look at what James Robinson has been able to put up in his career. In 2020, he played 14 games in which he started all of those. He had 1,070 rushing yards on 240 rushing attempts, 7 tutties, 54 first downs. His longest run was 47, averaged about 4.5 yards per carry, 76.4 yards per game. Then we look at last year's stats. Started 13 games of 14, had 164 rushing attempts for 767 rushing yards, 8 touchdowns. 41 first downs, 58 was his longest run, 4.7 yards per carry, and yards per game about 54.8. So this guy has massive production. He gets to the end zone. He's basically a 1,000-yard rusher when he's healthy. When he's healthy, this guy can put up 1,000 yards with ease. He's done it in his first season. He would have done it last year. I definitely believe that. Only needed like 200 some more yards right there. Like you see, 233 more yards 2 games after that. I mean, he would have been just fine. He would have got that. Had more touchdowns also on way less carries last season. So who knows what James Robinson has in store for us this season. This man could absolutely dominate for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Can take over that starting role 100%, depending on how Travis Etienne does and depending on how James Robinson does himself. So just know James Robinson is healthy and ready to rock and roll this Sunday when the Jacksonville Jaguars take on the Washington Commanders. So with that being said, have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe. It would be much Much appreciated. The goal is 100 by Thursday. I know we can do it. I know we can get you guys to hit that sub if you so please to and want endless amounts of NFL content. So have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow, and you just got your fix with the Wicks.